the yellow like kind of like fatty just liquid that comes out when it slides out. You see this yellow sheen on it. It's like, oh, so gross, man. Ah, so funny. Speaking of whole canned chickens, it's time for the next episode of the Florencio Files. The segues are on fire today. Because if there's one man who is ready, like if you go over to Florencio's house for dinner, I mean, first of all, it's a little weird. You're hanging out, you know, you got to go down through the friggin' manhole to get there. Then you're sitting down and it's a little bit like, I imagine he's kind of like old Greg. He's like, how you doing? We're, hey guys. And then he just serves you a whole canned chicken. He just like fucking slides it out onto a plate and is like, yeah, there you go. And you're like, what the fuck am I doing at Florencio's house for dinner? Neeb's there just like, motherfucker, you should have just had the guac. And you're like, oh, can I have some of the guac? And Neeb like finishes it and is like, nope, done. Goes off to his room. So for some reason, Neeb lives in a sewer, I guess because they're housemates, and now we're getting the memes kind of crossed over. Neeb lives in a sewer. Okay, we're gonna go with it. Down here in the bottom right, in the blue, playing Terran, looking at tearing it up. It's Florencio. And up here in the top left, we have Clan's Compass Exo. So I think the most interesting thing is Florencio's brain is not about solid macro or micro. It really is just trying to find the way to most effectively piss off his opponent. Like that really... Nothing like the old 17 depot. And he's just stopped building his barracks. What? What? And now he's continuing to... What are you... You guys know how there's like a real fine line between pleasure and pain, right? This is what the Florencio Files is for me. I'm like... It's like mind-breakingly genius or there's a level of science that my brain can't comprehend and it just hurts, and I feel like I'm wrinkling my brain trying to figure out what Florencio's think. Like, I guess he wanted to deny scouting with the depot, but then he just didn't finish the barracks for like a solid 30 seconds for no reason. And now he's building a command center before orbital. What are we doing? He's just massing Reapers on one base. What's the plan? Oh, Florencio's a legend. Oh my god, he's like, orbitals are for losers. Is this like his no warp gate? Is no orbital the new no warp gate? He's like, oh, mules are for losers. It's like, man, I don't believe in exploiting robots to mine resources that SCVs can mine. He's like, I don't want to take jobs away from my SCVs. They work hard, they deserve to have a reliable job. They shouldn't just have 5 command centers finish and then replace their jobs with robots. That's bad. Okay, Florencio, standing up for the workers. I like it. This Reaper comes in, is like, hey, you're massing Reapers. That's weird. Compass back at home has no fighting units. Can you guys, start fighting units now. Oh my God, could you be any, Compass, upon seeing that the opponent is massing 2-Rax Reaper, has said a Hellion and a Marine and more add-ons, that should do the trick. So yeah, okay, this is the guy who steps in front of the truck and then is like, nah, I'll be fine. I'm quick on my feet. I'm like, are you that quick on your feet? It's a highway. It's going really fast, man. Thankfully, Florencio's Reaper Micro is quite scientific. Oh, we get the Reaper, he gets the Hellion. Does get the Hellion. And now he's got a lot of... Drops a grenade on the ground. The Reapers scream and run away. He dropped one at his feet. Oh, Drilly boys! Drilly boys! Oh, one of them goes down. Dennis the Menace, this Reaper, he is still in the main, in charge. He decides to fly back, throw another one at his own feet. Gets shot down by the Marine. Guys, please remind me to go back to 3 minutes in the game. I want to do a high-level analysis breakdown, frame by frame, of Florencio's science decisions there. Because that was next level. Those Reapers were incredible. Florencio here, oh, no, he's decided, screw it, robots are too efficient. Drilly Boys kept slacking off, has decided to make an orbital. Might even make another one soon. We've got double starport on the way. Only a single Hellion up here, building Hellions, queuing them up, of course. And we're just checking the control groups right now. So we can see Compass up here likes to practice, has APM, complicated control group setup. We've got, you know, orbital on 1, orbital on 2. But for some reason, the main number 1 orbital is the natural and number 2 is the main. Does anyone else get incredibly triggered by that, guys? It's not just me, right? That hurts me. It hurts me deep inside. I don't know why. I'm like, no, it should be the other way. Okay, he's got a pretty weird control group setup. Only one command center on a hotkey. Banshee gets control group, but he's got like 5 different control groups. Let's look at Florencio's. Oh, where'd they go? I think it broke, guys. I think it's not showing up. Let me turn that on. Turn it off, turn it on. Oh, he doesn't have any. We are watching Florencio. Just wanted to check that Neeb, remember guys, Neeb used to be a pro Terran player. Thought he might have been taking over the controls for a second. Thankfully, no cheating. Florencio is going to do this himself. He's massing Liberators 2 at a time. He's got 2 factories, 2 starports, 2 factories. This is the 2-2-2 build. So a lot of people talk about the 1-1-1 and how it's a good opening you should learn. This is a 2-2-2. It's pretty solid. Cloak Banshee comes in, of which there is 0 defense, no engineering bay or anything. Thankfully, he's distracted by the Hellions at the front, which are deciding to sit in range of the siege tank and shoot the command center. Oh my god, the Banshee does finally decide to fly on in there and starts massacring his workers. Vikings are on the way. Oh my god, there was a missile turret. Liberator sieges on the turret. And the other Liberator. Okay, Florencio reacts just in time. He tosses the controller to Neeb. Neeb is like, don't you dare you lose that second Liberator or you are dead in the water, mate. That Banshee tearing it up in the main base. Hasn't even needed to turn on Cloak yet. Turn on Cloak. Turn on Cloak. Exo. Turn on Cloak. Turn on Cloak. Oh my lord. Does turn on Cloak. Will at least bait out another scan here. But already up to 15 kills. And a Liberator. Why would you go a Liberator if you've got Cloak? That's weird. That Liberator in the main of Florencio does get barely out of there. Shouting some yep. She's like, fuck you. You guys are douchebags. Those Marines. Unfortunately, unable to catch that. Surprised Exo didn't build more Banshees. There is 0 detection. Flo would be so screwed if there was more Banshees. But Liberator's still going to be a pain. Vikings. Oh no, they just left. The Vikings just left. Florencio, what are you doing? Oh, he turns them around. Sorry, guys, that angle is really disconcerting, actually. I'm not going to do that again. I was trying to do good camera work, and it was kind of like when your 6-year-old nephew gets his video camera and he's trying to make a movie with his Lego, and he's like, watch my movie, uncle, and like, you know, it's just literally him like slobbering on the camera and smashing some Lego pieces together, and you're like, I think I could see what you're going for with the camera work, nephew, but this movie is shit. And that was kind of what I just did there. So guys, I'll lay off the fancy camera work. We'll keep it nice and standard from now on. A mule actually repaired that. It killed both Marines. Were they the only units that they were the only units that shoot up? Oh, Exo. 3 Vikings are gonna come land in the natural. Exo, what have you done? And he thought that he knew he was gonna try and evacuate the SCVs, so he sieged up the ramp. Widow Mines try to siege, but look at that. Flo moves the Liberator, and he says there's no escape. He's clicking the command. He's not going after the SCVs. The Widow Mines are chasing the Liberator. Oh no. The SCV's coming down to repair. Viking finally clears up the Lib. But so many SCVs going down. I think Flo did miss an opportunity to kill even more there, but he's going to land. Is he going to... Oh, no, you're going to lift off. You're going to lift off. He's going to lift off 3 Vikings versus 2, but he should be able to take out at least one of Exo's. And you know what? That's actually a pretty close fight. He might even be able to trade evenly. Oh my god, he survives with 3 hit points. Florencio continuing the ultimate teabag TVT strategy right here. Back at home, just put back on gas, is completely gas starved. His economy is in tatters. He can't afford to produce out of the 2-2-2, and he is only up 3 workers. I mean, both sides' economy sucks, so both of them completely gas starved right now. Neither of them building SCVs at this point in time. And Compass control groups the Banshee on number 1, and then when it's done, recontrol groups the command center on the natural on number 1. This is like the most bizarre, inefficient control group setup I have ever seen. Literally, when Compass wants to micro an aggressive unit, it takes this hotkey, but Compass is having to produce by, like on Florencio, this is like Florencio level of production, has to individually click separate commands and hotkeys to build SCVs, or manually click on them, one or the other. This is some nasty, nasty control group setup. The Lords of Efficiency are disgusted right now. Meanwhile, non-stop Hellions being built out of these factories. And that's about it. There's a fusion core, isn't there? Yeah, but no gas for BCs just yet. Flo's trying to mine up that gas. There is a Thor on the way here for Exo, so he's gonna have a bit of mobile anti-air. 3 Vikings on the north side. Lovely supply block here, and 5 depots go down all at once. Oh my god. I think we can all relate to that one. I think we've all been there as a Terran player before. Viking's gonna find the building command center. This could be a good land here for Exo to deny that command center, but he's not watching. Wait, what is this attack path? What's he looking for? What? What is this? What the fuck am I looking at right now? What the fuck am I looking at?
My man.
Ah! What was he looking for? What's he trying to do? He's like, I need to cue the Vikings to draw. Was it a letter S? Was it a question mark? Is he just drawing on the minimap? What the frack was the purpose of that? Oh my god. Oh, this is amazing. This is like the peak of TVT right here, guys. We've got a random Widow Mine that is gonna run up there and burrow. Fair enough. A bunch of factories pumping out tanks, Thors, Hellions. +1 vehicle and +1 ship weapons at the same time, despite being on ground mech. Interesting. Meanwhile, the first battle cruiser just popped out. Flo building more at BCs and Widow Mines here. Definitely the sort of Florencio units that he's looking for. Yeah, he's got Widow Mines just burrowing all over the shop. Who just scanned there? Was that? Oh, okay, we just saw a scan on the natural. Doesn't really reveal anything except a few Widow Mines coming out. Hellions here looking for a run-by right now. Ooh, these have got the big, awesome Collector's Edition Thor skin. Got that big Gundam wings. That's like Collector's Edition Wings of Liberty, right? I think that's like an old school skin. Oh, BC's gonna blink in right next to the Thors and Vikings. Run, battle cruiser. Run. Oh, okay, those Vikings gonna make quick work of that, I think. The battle cruiser, lucky that the Thors were on single fire mode. There's a turret there as well. This BC achieving not a lot. Gets 2 SCV kills, damages a few units, and does go down. Florencio's first battle cruiser absolutely slapped. Exo feeling good about that. He's going to start to get up that 3-base economy. He's got transformation servos, Blue Flame, Viking tank on the way here. He's going to also run into these Hellions. Sieges up a tank in range. And Florencio once again hold positioning in tank range. I finally get it, guys. So this is like some Mad Max shit or something. Florencio is he's the dude with the fucking gas mask who's always drinking all the women's breast milk that he's harvesting for some reason. And you're like, what the fuck are you doing? He's that guy. And basically, he's just built a whole bunch of these Half-Life motherfuckers. And he said, look, your job is not really to fight, but it's more to intimidate your opponents. Anyone who hasn't watched Mad Max is freaked out right now. That was a weird part of the movie, right? It was weird. Anyways, so he's like, you guys need to you have standing orders to drive up to your opponents and hold position in tank range and just take tank shots to the face and die gloriously just so your opponent gets scared. Like, right, then he just stands there in sensor tower range and is like, yeah! They're like the most useless unit in the game right now. They're gonna achieve literally nothing. But his opponent's like freaking out because he keeps seeing these dots on the minimap. He's like, what's that? What's that? He keeps scanning and shit. He's like, he's really real afraid. He's like sieging up tanks. They take a few more tank shots. They just drive away. Like, I don't know what's going on here, man, but I like Flo's intimidation tactics. Meanwhile, he's got drilling claws and Yamato on the way and he's just setting Widow Mine traps up all over the map. By the way, I don't think Florencio knows how to use shift. You can tell he's manually watching every time he borrows a unit. I don't think he's actually been using shift at all to use the Widow Mine, so that's actually something I think someone should try to teach him on his stream. Bexy's probably already tried to do it, and been met with failure, as he's told her that the Xbox controller doesn't have a shift key on it. I would imagine she's run into a brick wall with that one. It's always funny when someone's on Discord with Flo and they're trying to teach him like a mechanic, and he's like,
research.
He's like, he's like, I'll do it my own way, thank you very much. The Xbox controller is an art form which not many people know how to use properly. He's like, I know how to use it. Exo, are you gonna scan that, buddy? You don't want to wait for those to go off again. Okay, there we go. Looks like just got energy back. Those Widowmines already doing some good damage. And Flo, enters the sensor tower range. Exo sees a couple of dots. Is like, oh, it's probably just some Hellions. Wait, those are too slow to be Hellions. Oh shit. 3 battle cruisers come in. Are they gonna Yamato? Yeah, they're gonna Yamato some of these missile turrets. Bam, bam, bam! Missile turrets go down. That's a lot of Vikings though. Ah, Flo loses a battle cruiser, not quick enough with his blink. He's gotta use those tactical jumps. Oh, and he does teleport the other 3 out. Okay, only loses 1. That's all right. That's acceptable losses there. And he's setting up these Widowmines, the Hellions. His little Mad Max crew. What are those guys called? What are those dudes called again, guys? The Half-Life dudes? There's the dude from Skins was one of them. Massive battle cruisers in the main. Widowmines there. The War Boys. The War Boys, that's it. Yeah, he's got his War Boys. I like that they're still alive. If he repairs these, I'll be so happy. Please repair them. He's not even repairing his battle cruisers, actually. Meanwhile, +2 ship weapons on the way for Exo. Exo's actually gonna have really good Viking firepower. This is actually pretty awesome from Exo. Exo, the economy is still pretty low, only at 50 workers, but taking a 4th base is gonna be pretty nice. And 1 Hellion there. Of course, Exo has the much higher upgraded. It's got the cool skin on the Hellions, has the blue flame turret, also has transformation servos. You compare that to like the shitty War Boys, it's just like your most shitty little basic bitch Hellion up here. But, you know, it's not about the fancy gear. It's about how awesome you are. These Hellions gonna try and take some Widowmine shots and then do a bit of a run-by. They're gonna... Okay, getting a few SCVs, doing a bit of a dart in. Meanwhile, 2 battle cruisers say, oh, you wanna harass? And already up to 10 worker kills, make that 11. A sensor tower goes down as well, bringing his grand total to 37 worker kills this game. Florencio actually building a rather large economy. The War Boys are back, ready to intimidate. They drive in and they achieve intimidation, showing that Florencio doesn't afraid. No, we missed his tack jump. Oh, we actually tack jumped these to the side of the map, never mind. Tack jump was on cooldown. Does lose both battle cruisers, and he blinks in here. Ooh, but those Vikings are already on the way over here. I don't know if this makes sense. He's like tack jumping as the Vikings have already cleaned up the other attack. It might be a little bit late. He's gonna get the hell out of there. That's a lot of Vikings hot in his tail. He might be able to turn around and fight them if the Thors aren't there engaging. But right now, a lot of those Thors have those shoulder turrets up. Big single fire attack modes coming out of those Thors, and they are massacring the battle cruisers. Yeah, a few of the back ones don't have their guns up on their shoulders though. You can see these guys have the high impact payload. These ones at the back, a few of them are on their shitty javelin launchers still, which does splash damage. Does just about nothing to the battle cruisers. Gotta chuck those high impact payloads, man. Thor's actually wreck BCs. Oh my god, another one came in? Just killed 4 more SCVs. Flo's got so much money, he doesn't actually care, does he? How many BCs has he got left? He's got... Oh my god, he's got nothing. Oh my god. He's got nothing except Widowmines. He has 22 Widowmines, 75 SCVs, and he's trying to swap into Thors, but he has no upgrades. His Thors are so much weaker than the enemy Thors, and there's already 8 Thors out. I don't know, Flo. This is ambitious, man. This is some crazy shit right now. Ah! He's kind of low on gas. He's got like 1 billion bases, but Exo's got a pretty decent economy as well. I mean, he's not really building the SCVs back up properly. It's kind of hard when you don't control group your command centers. You can see Exo's been struggling with this all game long. Oh, man. Oh, whoa! Whoa! All the Hellions just died. The Vikings just took giant splash damage. A bunch of them died as well. Oh, God. Exo. You've just walked through a minefield. Don't make your army do it again. Another big mine shot goes off, hits all the Vikings, and damages the siege tanks. Okay, these Widowmines, look at that. They move just out of range. They pull back just a little bit. You're going to have to scan to take that out, Exo. Ooh, the Widowmines actually taking splash damage. No, they aren't. They are safe. It was just the fireworks coming off that planetary. Flo's got many more bases up. He's adding more BCs again. He's got 6 Thors out versus the 8, but he's got no upgrades on those Thors, and there's a ton of tanks on the ground as well. He's going to need a few more Widowmine hits to buy him some time. Where are the rest of the Widowmines? If you're going to go up there, he's going to lose 1 mine to the enemy mine. The planetary finishes off that one as well. Nicely done. A Widowmine does land a shot here on the retreating army. Flo's got a few Thors, but... Ooh, he's just behind right now. He's got a lot more workers though. He's got a lot of money. He's just got to buy time. He's got to avoid fighting for quite a while. A lot of his economy though in this top right hand side of the map. And Exo looking to just close out this game by shutting down the economy. He has the much better army at this point. But the thing is, those Vikings are 1 or 2 Thor shots, 1 or 2 Widowmine shots away from disappearing. And when that happens, the battle cruisers can start to make an impact again. Flo here still getting that Thor count up. He's up to 10 versus 8. If he can fight with the tanks on siege, that'll be massive. Right now, his Thors are all in splash damage mode. That base is about to get ransacked. Recall the SCVs! Ah! He unfortunately does not have recall, but it was a quick pull. So good reaction there. That command center goes down. Flo here, the fastest backstab in the game. Holy crap. Kairos rim right here as a whole pack of Jaegers walk across this map for the slowest counterattack of all time. The Thors starting to work their way into the natural in the third. The battlecruiser's teleporting. That's going to add something. Oh, this is what I was talking about, guys. Those Vikings taking big splash damage. Oh my god, they are going to take out the battlecruisers, but a lot of the Vikings do fall. 2 Thors have gone down. These Thors, though, going to try to get in there. Florencio's still got way bigger bank. He's trying to click on the SCVs, but he just killed his own Thor. What are you doing? Flo's in full panic mode. He keeps trying to target fire things. He's not realizing just how slow the Thors attack. The Thors are one of the slowest attacking units in the entire game. If you try to keep retargeting them, it just cancels their attack every time. Thors here trying to take on the planetary fortress. The planetary is in range. The mass repair is good. Mules, it's a repair battle. Thors gonna try and get some repair. The mules, oh my god, the mules get the repair. The planetary unable to keep up there as Exo runs out of money. And those Thors do take out that very important 4th base. The Thors here, some of them in high impact payload, gonna start taking down these Vikings as well. He's gonna take out one of these siege tanks, but that's too much Terran from Exo. Florencio here trying to focus fire once again, causing his Thors to derp the hell out. Neeb shouting at him from the beanbag through a mouthful of tasty guac. He's like, dude, stop microing the Thors, just A-move them. It's really shitty. They don't target fire properly. They're a bad unit for that. Florencio's like, bitch, please. I will target fire until the day I die. He's like, I know about micro. You've taught me about microing units actively and being a badass. Neeb's like, no, seriously, trust me on this, dude. Stop target firing those Thors. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Exo has a gigantic army, and I don't know what you could possibly do as Flo here. I mean, you've got corner bases. He keeps just moving his SCVs around. He's still got a good economy. I just don't know how you kill that army. Like, what? You've only got Thors. You don't have, if you had tanks, maybe. He's got 8 Thors out, but only 4 on the low ground. They can't fight on their own. They gotta run. They gotta run. No, Florencio, get him out of there. Run! Oh god, the tank volleys are huge. 1 Thor goes down, 2 more deep in the red. Another one goes down, 1 more about to fall there. And the big waddling march of doom from Exo. +2 attack Thors and tanks working their way forwards. If Flo can hold this high ground, he might be able to do it, but a scan on the high ground, spotting for that siege tank. He's still mining, he's still building a lot of units, but I mean, I don't know what you could do here. He's trying to swap the tanks. Flo's realizing that siege tanks could turn this fight around. He can at least hold defensive positions with them. But still no upgrades on his mech units, hurting him quite a lot. Battlecruiser teleports to the other side of the map, brings up to 74 SCVs killed, and does ransack that base. There's not a lot of economy here. It's distracting Exo. Exo's not getting into that main production very quickly. Is struggling to get up there. Any time that's bought here is huge. Battlecruiser going after some of those SCVs. Tanks are out. Tanks are sieging. They're in a very good defensive position. Florencio, he's going to siege these units. Oh no, Exo. Oh no, 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 no. Don't go up there. Don't go up there 1 or 2 units at a time. These tanks are they're already blasting those. Oh god, Exo's distracted by the battlecruiser. Exo, don't go up there. No, don't go up there. Exo, what are you doing? No, the corridor of death. Holy crap, taking so much fire, bleeding in a few at a time. He finally turns around and tries to retreat and goes back down the corridor of doom and death. Loses like 80 supply of Thors and tanks, headbutting into the worst possible situation. And now Exo on a mostly siege tank army and still continuing to build only siege tanks. Almost all the Thors have gone down. Exo, you need Vikings and tanks right now, but you're out of money. Vikings and Thors, I mean. Oh my god, and the Widowmine's continuing to get hits here. Another Widowmine shot goes off. Those SCVs running away. Where is that battlecruiser? It's done so much damage, 15 kills. There is so little economy. A few SCVs mining gas, a few SCVs mining minerals, but those aren't gonna last long. That BC is gonna get rid of the last little bits of mining. And those Widowmines just getting multiple hits there is huge. Florencio says, you know what, let's wander up here and fight with my drilly boys, make sure I get rid of your last little bit of economy. Is he trying to repair the BC? I think he's trying to repair the BC, but he's gonna have to tack jump out of there. The battlecruiser, oh, it's gonna get in range of that Viking. Okay, can take out the Viking at least. Does take out the Viking. Nicely done, nicely done. The whole army coming up here to deal with this. Exo not realizing that Florencio has a billion corner bases. Exo's scouting has just been horrendous. There's just kind of one F2 A move the entire army in a ball around this map. At any point, individual Hellions or tanks could have shut down all of these corner bases, but has not been able to do it. Exo did get a base up here, but not for long. Another battlecruiser there up on 22 kills. That's 85 total worker kills. Florencio tearing it up with battlecruisers, man. Oh, this is just too funny. Flo is just slowly dismantling his opponent. I mean, it's amazing. Florencio's ability to just pick away at an opponent slowly, little by little, until they headbutt into the worst possible fight of all time. It's something he seems to consistently find, that ability to break his opponent's brain. And oh, that battlecruiser does get shot down. That's a big cost there. Exo desperately needs more gas here right now to get more units out. We've got Thors, we've got Widow Mines spread across this map. This army of Tank Thor moving up. Whoever's sieged has a pretty big advantage in this fight. Florencio actually has more army supply right now. Flo does siege up in tank range. That siege tank doing big damage, but the other tank's a little slow to siege up. Flo mostly getting the volleys off, but Exo's got the vision. Florencio needs to scan. Oh, he doesn't have any scans? Oh my god, Flo, his army! Flo! You can't go into a siege tank fight with no spotting. Oh man. Yeah, he's only got planetaries left and unupgraded command centers, guys. He doesn't have any scans. Flo is going to try to get up on this base. His tank's trying to cover the retreat, but I think these Thors and tanks will be able to move in. One siege tank goes down, but it looks like these siege tanks unable to hold this high ground. Drilly boys even take down the Thor there. Florencio's army gets absolutely smashed, and Exo has a base on the left that's burning down, a base on the left that's burning down. Exo, no! Don't let your hopes and dreams burn down, not like this. Okay, barely at the last second. The Drilly boys turn, and they do put their drills to work repairing that one. A bunch of unupgraded Marines, though, comes out for Florencio. Florencio, with the 27-minute 6k gas bank, says, I think I should just build some Marines. And he's going to come in here and start doing damage. He's built 3 barracks down there. He said, that's pretty much the only thing I can do is build Hellions or Marines, unupgraded Marines. Why not? Wants to make use of that mineral bank. Actually gets a good little bit of damage done. Remember, it's a 10 SCV Exo with just a few workers mining there, a few and mules mining there. He's starting to pick off these bases, but once again, Compass Exo's inability to split the army hurting him. He's built barracks in the top right as well. Florencio preparing with the unupgraded Marine transition. 26 minutes into the game is going to get rid of half of Exo's economy up here. That command center trying to get the hell out of there. And he A-moves his entire army to deal with it. Exo, split your shit up. Oh no. Oh my god. What do we got? More barracks? More barracks? He's just gonna keep trying to do run-bys with unupgraded Marines. I mean, there's such an appallingly shit unit at fighting against tanks, Thors, Hellions that have +2 upgrades, but yeah, he's just gonna keep coming in from multiple sides. The pendulum swings from side to side, Marines from the left, Marines from the right, and just like that, I think Exo is just hitting that point where he's like, how are you attacking in multiple places at once? How does it work? When you F2, don't they all go to one place? It's like, no, split your army up. Takes out a base and a lot of SCVs up here. An important hit, but Florencio's still got that base, this base, and the bottom left is now up. Marines here ransacking this base. This base has not been able to land. He's going to try to re-land it there, but that one's going to burn down if he doesn't watch out. That one's already burning. The Marines adding more and more firepower here. We see one Thor chasing a barracks. The rest of the army is just chilling. It's just sitting there. Exo, I mean, I've never seen a player had circles run around them by unupgraded Marines at the 28-minute mark, but it almost feels the same as when someone's boosting stim drops in from all sides, when someone's running in mass, like really mobile units, like mass cyclone, picking off a command center and run away, except it's unupgraded Marines, followed up by some very slow tanks and Thors. The command center does get saved by Exo, but Exo clearly getting thrown through a loop. A lot of barracks died in the top right, but more have built here. Florencio are going to continue to build Marines and work through that bank. Individual BCs, Thors, tanks building up here. Still a much better army, but there we go. Battlecruiser blinks in on the top side, finds the last little bastion of economy. 2 SCVs will go down there. Nice Yamato to take out the missile turret. There we go. Fresh mules drop. That battlecruiser is going to just shift click him. Florencio realizes that it's not about preserving the battlecruiser, it is about just stomping his opponent's economy into the curb. Right now, Exo is like, oh no, he's getting shoved down onto the curb. His mouth's getting forced open, and Florencio is mercilessly just stomping on the economy. He might be getting his own economy ransacked, his own shit might be going kind of bad, but he realizes as long as he kills all of Exo's bases and workers, he'll be okay. Now his army's being spotted. He's gonna have to evac, because I think Exo's gonna try and track these units down and corner them. He's gonna start pulling south, and it looks like he will find this command center. Exo's like, hide, 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 hide. Oh crap, they found me, they found me. I love that, the command center trying to hide on the edge of the map. The unit's coming in to try and save it though. Tanks and Thors coming in, but oh no. Oh, they're coming through a bit of a choke point. Not a good angle, not a good angle. Flo still does not have scans though, so that tank will go down if Exo can scan. Exo doesn't seem to have any scans either, actually. Both players really starved for map vision right now. That command tank to try and get out of there. Helian's gonna try and provide a bit of vision, but that siege tank does finally go down. Florencio's tank falling, more tanks than Thor's trying to flank. Exo trying to corner this. He's trying to corner, is he gonna try and A-move it? That is 3 siege tanks. Oh no, he's attacking the rocks while those Thors rally in. Oh no, unupgraded Marines! Wave 4 of unupgraded Marines comes in, and oh my god, Exo's economy is just, it's blitzed, it's gone. Another battlecruiser teleports in, finishes that command center that was floating, takes out a turret, and is diving through the back line. Exo, oh no, he's on the express train for sure. Florencio once again showing he's not just a sewer mermaid, he is a man of many talents, and right now that talent happens to be the professional conducting of the train to Dicktown. His opponent got the express, got there in record time, just 30 minutes, and he's found himself deep in Dicktown, the smell of gooch in his face, and he's kind of saying to himself, well, this feels kind of shit. Why am I dying to mass unupgraded Marines at 30 minutes into the game? GG, fucker! Yes! He's got him! He's got him! Exo here. Man, stop smoking. Oh my. Oh, angry. Easy, says those are easy. Oh, that's the anger, right? The Exo is not happy. Exo is not, I do like this Widow Mine, by the way. This is gonna get a 6 shot, guys. You must be an inbreed. You must be an inbreed. Oh, an inbreed Mexican fuck. That's hilarious. He left right before this Widow Mine killed like 20 Marines, by the way. That's kind of disappointing. Is Flo still in the game? Or did he leave as well? Oh no. Flo stays in the game for 6 minutes while talking to chat, I imagine, or going to the bathroom. Does he at some point kill the units? Let's find out. Does he at some point go through? Man, I love a good of inbreeding. Personally, I am always down for a bit of inbreeding. But I just feel like if there's too many people who end up being inbreeds, then it's like, you know, you end up with a little bit, you know, it just dilutes the bloodlines a little bit. So you don't want to have too many inbreeds from too much inbreeding. So you gotta watch out, guys. There's a few minutes left. We're getting there. Oh, I love the way Florencio, just his mind works. He's like, I have minerals. Build barracks here, build barracks here. These ones die, rebuilds them here. And those Marines are actually like the killing blow, dude. They were the killing blow. His opponent was just like completely at a loss. He just kept wanting that shitty army back and forwards. I gotta say though, like this Exo player had almost like not quite Florencio level mechanics, but he had like he literally had one command center hotkeyed for the majority of this game, and was like struggling with like a lot of really basic actions. I was like, oh no, like, cause it felt like he was doing something so well, and then he just like could not figure out how to like build SCVs and deal with the battle cruisers. The Vikings as well, flying over the Widow Mines. The Widow Mine traps were actually amazing, allowing the BCs to be very effective. GG, well played. Florencio once again gets some of that salty rage. And it's all good stuff, man. I love it when people get a little bit racist, homophobic, aggressive. It's where you know they've had their facade peeled back, you know? It's just pure rage. It's realizing that they have to wallow in their own inadequacies. It's tough for some people, guys. It's tough.